The world's very best poker players once again descend on London as we bring you Season 3 of the $1 Million Cash Game. Aggressive, unpredictable and a great reader of his opponents, Patrick Antonius has amassed winnings of almost $3 million and will be looking to make good after that huge loss to Phil Ivey in Season 2. Eliel Ezra is a former soldier in the Israeli army and has built an impressive business portfolio. He's also already won nearly $2 million at poker and is notoriously difficult to dominate. Mike the Mouth Mattisau is certainly that. The most outspoken and volatile player at any table. He will certainly turn up the heat at this one. He had an explosive Season 1 and has a point to prove. Frenchman David Benjamin is a new face at the $1 Million Cash Game, and the former tennis pro is sure to be looking to improve on his already impressive poker record. Better known as Durr, Tom Dwan is an online poker prodigy, still relatively new to live poker. Tom will have his hands full as he sits amongst some of the toughest opposition ever assembled. Phil Hellmuth may have the best CV in poker history, but he joins the $1 Million Cash Game for the very first time. Known as the Poker Brat, sparks are sure to fly with him at the table. Phil Ivey took down a record $800,000 pot in Season 2. Regarded by many as the best player in the world, he'll be a quiet colossus at the table and is no doubt the one to beat. Former world champion Chris Jesus Ferguson is the tightest player in the field. He's fiercely analytical, and if he's in a hand, he's usually in with a strong chance of taking it down.
Hello and welcome to the FullTiltPoker.net $1 Million Cash Game. We have got the best in the business fighting it out over some monster pots here in London as they search for the much coveted Season 3 title. Let's get you straight back to your commentators as the action continues. Gary Jones and David Tuckman.
We're at the FullTiltPoker.net $1 Million Cash Game.
What do you want?
And of course, our new player in the game, Mike the Mouth Mattisau. We can all remember him in the first year of the $1 Million Cash Game, losing $200,000. And there's the turn. Turn 7 of diamonds. And the river. And the river's a 7. I cannot believe it.
I luck in poker. That's why I want to do something. You guys don't know how bad I run at poker.
I got it covered.
You guys think it's crazy, but you don't know me. You just don't know how bad I run at poker.
Well, in this pot we've got Tom Dwan raising it up to 2,000. Chris Ferguson's already called. 4 to the flop. Mike Mattisau straight into the action. David Benjamin as well.
It's very difficult to run over the great players, but he has a chance to do it.
No one's ever done it. Even when
Well, David Benjamin flopping a straight and a flush draw.
He tried.
A pair for Mattisau. Chop pair for Chris Ferguson.
We can see that Benjamin only has ace high right now, but he is a favorite against the field to win this pot. Ferguson, of course, with top pair, top kicker.
And carefully that it was a joke. How perfectly, how he dissected that table. And now,
Betting a call
some kind
from
of
Dirt and Chris Ferguson.
Unbelievable that. I'm not saying another word. I love it. Me too.
Obviously, Ferguson in the pot. Anytime he's in the pot, the players had better pay attention because he's usually in there with something.
Ace. Check.
Well, that could be a bit of an action card between David Benjamin and Chris Ferguson. Chris in the best shape right now.
Of course, Dwan will probably get rid of his 8s, find a better spot. This is a spot where Benjamin could lose some chips, though.
Check.
I don't think he's going to go too fast against Chris Ferguson. Once Chris has called the bet on the flop, if he calls another bet or makes another bet now, you can be pretty sure your ace with a deuce kicker is not going to be good.
And that's a whole lot of $1,000 chips. And it's a $20,000 pot into a $30,000 pot.
I'm playing 3 and 600.
Is Benjamin getting the odds to call this one?
Well, he's got all 9 of his hearts. Well, 8 because one's gone from Tom Dwan, plus the 3 threes. So it's pretty marginal on whether he's actually getting his odds straight away, but maybe he's going to get some implied odds if he actually catches his card. But he's probably thinking there was a chance his ace might be good. I know I probably wouldn't think my ace is good in that spot, but...
Check.
I just don't want I'm happy every day.
Well, it doesn't make a difference as the inconsequential 9 of diamonds hits the river.
I've never been there. I've never once been there.
And you imagine Chris Jesus Ferguson, the 2000 World Series of Poker champion, is going to value bet here.
Oh, definitely.
So, in like 10 years. And I've never, I don't think, missed a damn poker, so.
If you owe $1 million,
and it looks like maybe a $25,000 pot.
that's just if you like the net worth.
And I think if you're Benjamin, I think it's an easy fold, isn't it?
I don't know, that's what we were just talking about.
I think so.
I think you're broke. I've never had a negative net worth.
I mean, of course, it's $110,000 in the pot.
Negative net worth.
And pardon me, it's actually...
Well, there's a call here from David Benjamin. He thinks that Chris might be bluffing. That's pretty well the only hand he could beat.
Wow,
Is it
unbelievable. Unbelievable there. $40,000 bet there from Chris Ferguson. David Benjamin pays him off. And he is now our big winner.
So Riverbeck, 40,000?
And of course, there is the leaderboard. Chris Ferguson at the top of it, up nearly $150,000. Phil Hellmuth, you see, up $8,000. The rest of the table is down. Tom Dwan down $135,000.
To get started, one player is made the nominated dealer or button. Then the 2 players to the left post the small and big blinds. These are force bets to get the action started. The big blind is always double the small, but unlike a tournament, the blinds rarely change. However, they are sometimes increased to spice up the action. We start here with $300 and $600. There's also an ante of $100 per player, which must be paid if they want to play in a hand. Once the blinds and antes are posted, everyone is dealt 2 cards. We have a round of betting. Then 3 cards are placed face up on the table, called the flop. These are the community cards for all the players to use. Then we have another round of betting, after which the 4th card, the turn, is placed in the middle. This is followed by some more betting, and the last community card, the river. Then we finish off with a final round of betting. The best 5-card hand takes the money.
We're at the FullTiltPoker.net $1 million cash game. Buttons in front of Phil Hellmuth.
He said, you put 20, you put, first he said you put 20,000, and I put, and I give you a 3,000 juice. I said, okay. Then he said, like about 2 hours later, he said, now you put, I put 100,000 and you put 89,000. And you know what? I didn't chicken out.
I could play that game.
What did you do? He put up 189 on what, a coin flip or something?
I'm showing.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
I would have done it. I said, let's do it 100 times. I would have told him. One time, he's probably like 4-1 favorite. Just like Gus when he has ace-3 against ace-king. One time, he's like 3-1 favorite.
What is the deal, kid? You don't think it's an advantage to sit on your left, huh? He's like he's raised every pot now.
We gotta stop calling. Why do y'all keep saying Dur? Let's just call him Tom. I'm sick of everybody's Dur.
If he asks us to
we
call
don't sit there and say.
If he asked me to call him Tom, I call him Tom.
Or I don't care.
He likes Dur. That's why we call him Dur.
I don't care.